The Acting SARS Commissioner, Mark Kingon, is on the podium. Let's go there now live.
I was frightened in the past week when I got an email sent to me by my acting chief within Customs. In it, people were openly discussing how to undervalue imports, and in fact gave an example how the business should go about doing it to undervalue the imports. Thankfully, the agent who received this said this is fraud. But people are trying this and continue to try it. Specifically in this example was clothing and textiles. But it goes to many other products, whether it be tobacco, which we see so much in the media, whether it be fuel industry that is out there. We are going to deal with this one by one, and we're going to get on top of this. And we're not going to stop until we take the scourge out of our economy that people think they can just avoid paying their rightful dues. And ultimately, if I look at the clothing and textile industry, damaging our economy in the process and actually having an impact on people's lives. People, join hands with us. Let's stop this nonsense. SARS serves the fiscus that provides public services for all South Africans. And we live in a wonderfully multilingual society. I'm very proud of our language unit that has the ability to translate into all South African languages. All our tax education and campaign material, as we're going through it systematically, and we are translating it. In addition, we have recently developed the capacity to interact through sign language with our hearing impaired taxpayers. It's important that we remember that, just as we've celebrated on Friday with Casual Day, which goes to people living with disabilities. The SARS language unit was voted the best and most effective unit of its kind in the public service last year, and SARS was the first organ of state to have such a facility in full use, and I must congratulate them and put that out publicly. With regards to our systems, as you all know, this tax season was an improvement in that we have made technical improvements to the e-filing data. We succeeded to a greater extent in pre-populating data like medical aid, retirement annuities on your return that needs to be submitted. We're not going to stop there, by the way. We're hoping to pre-populate more in time. And we hope to make it easier and easier. And my dream, and I think a number of my executives' dream, is that we will get to a stage with our salaried taxpayers that we'll issue assessments. In that way, we will stop the queues at our branches and actually take out thousands upon thousands of man hours of time taken off to go file a tax return. And that's an aspirational thing that we'd like to get to. Enhancing the skills and knowledge of our staff. I know many of you continue to complain that you do not get a proper response from our staff, and we understand the challenge in the right answers being given by our teams. We've embarked on 3 staff development programs this year to improve the knowledge and capacity of our staff. The programs operate across different grades and groupings in SARS. This is aimed at building a more effective, professional SARS official who can better serve you. Just in terms of the custom front, we hope to have a basic course in place by the end of the year that all our staff who get inducted into our organization will go through, that at least they've got the basic aspects of valuation and tariff determination, etc., at their fingertips before they come and serve you. Improving on the accountability of the SARS leadership. In this regard, I want to assure you that improving service for you, the tax professionals, is a key component of rebuilding trust in SARS. We are committed to improving the current trust levels, and it is in this spirit that members of the SARS executive will be joining me on stage in the next session to discuss certain key points in our campaign to resuscitate good service at SARS. In conclusion, I want to thank you for playing your role in ensuring that taxpayers are compliant and they meet their tax obligations. There is a wider benefit in being compliant. That is so essential for growth as a nation, and we cannot underemphasize that. By ensuring we serve the fiscus, we reduce the need to borrow or accept foreign aid to meet our development priorities, which are extensive. We want to make sure that as a country we have the independence to say that our development agenda is our own. We do not want to depend on foreign loans and aid. The Minister reflected on the cost of that. And the reason is, as Jeff Owens said from the OECD, the real spelling of aid, A-I-D, should be T-A-X, tax. And we need to, if we pay our rightful portion, I just look at our debt book. We currently have a debt book of around, Mr. McCullough, 143 billion. It's a significant amount that needs to be paid. We have many returns outstanding, people just ignoring us. We have many people not paying their VAT and pay-as-you-earn on time, and simply just ignoring it, and then pleading that the penalties get remitted. People, I ask you, join hands with us. Let us do this together. If you can get your clients to pay their taxes on time, we are doing our best to try and serve you better, make it easier for you. We know in so doing it will make it easier for you to get your clients to pay on time. But please join hands with us as we do this together. I want to thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Mark Kingon, the acting SARS Commissioner, speaking at the tax Indaba, saying towards the end, we as a country do not want to depend on foreign aid and loans.
Absolutely, yeah. But one of the conversations we held is that the reduction of taxes could really improve our economy.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts? And that leads us to our break.
Yeah, let's take a bit of a break. We'll be back after.